Hello, guys. we, we. I'm actually not entirely sure. There's like quite a delay on the iPad and the camera, actually. Damn. Just looking at OBS now, there's a huge delay for me. Crazy. Never had it like that before. But yeah, I noticed while I was like finishing the details on the moon and stuff that I forgot about the fairies. Oi. Let me just show you real quick what I did off stream. I painted his eyeballs just once, so my model is doing a lot of weird side-facing stuff because it has issues seeing my mouth with the camera placement. One second, let me see if I can fix that up a little bit. Hmm, I don't think, can I put it sideways without it falling down? I don't think so. I would need a second thing to hold it in place, which I don't have, unfortunately. Ugh. I think if I put it like that, nope. That's not gonna work. Well, that is unfortunate. It's just gonna have issues seeing my face, I guess. Making me do weird mouth stuff. It thinks I'm side shrugging. I'm not. Um, the fairies are attached to ah this this moon. That's not a base. I also got a fancy lamp here on top that I can turn off and on, so that you guys can see better and I can see better, and there's less complaint about the color being weird on my part. Need to see which one belongs into which hole. Need to be careful with the moon because it's not glazed yet. And I do tend to scratch off the color when handling it. So these two go on here. Let me check which one has which color here real quick. I think the top one is the purple one, yeah. The purplish one. Whatever that color is. It's kind of like a purple and a like red. And the orange one, some make it like really orange, but it's kind of yellow. It's this one. I was thinking about painting those. Originally I thought of painting Majora today, or more like the Skull Kid. But I'm not sure. Because if next week we will have another Majora's Mask stream, I thought it would be fitting to finish it with the figure painting. But there's not that much to paint anymore. And the thing is, a lot of the figurines have like a lot of details. And I like to do detail painting when I'm like not live. It's easier that way because I can focus more. Where's his head? That is over here. Like there's so many little details on here, like all the lines and stuff. I like to do those like when I'm just like up in my face and you can't see it if I do that. But that's why I'm like thinking, I don't know how to do like 2 more streams out of this really. So I was thinking for now I'm just gonna like do the fairies for the moon, and maybe I'm gonna add some details to the rest. Like I finished the base kind of. I kind of want to make this edge stuff here green so it looks like moss, and then also the leaves. So I was thinking maybe we do that today. That could work. Because then I can at least glaze the bottom where the thing is standing on. I won't glaze the tree yet because I want to see what Majora looks like in front of him first before I like do some changes. Because I'm not entirely happy with that one yet. But yeah, that was my plan for today. I think the moon is basically done. There's like, I could technically glaze him. Technically. Well, we always say glaze, more like varnish. But you know, let me like, um, the purple one is like red and it has a purple dot in the middle, so I'm probably gonna opt to go for that. Top one was it? This one down here is gonna be bright. We're gonna keep this one around and we're gonna dispose of the moon. Hoping not to scratch the thing. Okay. Where did I put my colors here? The issues of not having enough space in your room. I have like a corner desk, but every corner of my desk is occupied right now with all the figurine pieces and all my stuff that I need for stream. I don't have the space for all this, unfortunately. So we have like a red. I think it's trying to figure out which color direction it's going. It's like, is it like more to the purple? Let me actually check in my drawing program. I think it is like pretty vibrant, but I don't think I can replicate that color. It's kind of more going into the pinkish area as I expected. Because that matches with the purple. No. Need a little bit of blue, but like really the tiniest bit. Gonna flop a piece out so I can that. Can't even see what I'm mixing now. The red is very bright. Let's see. This is also like transparent, so I have to use a lot of airbrush thinner so that it looks nice and transparent. We don't want it to. Probably, I wish I had like a little pin thing that could hold this for me. Unfortunately, don't you see that the person who did this does have them? I saw it in a picture too. Because then it could just be like this and I could swing it around, no problem. But I can't do that like that. It's unfortunate. I would probably start painting the fairy then and hold it on its wings. The wings are not that. The wings are kind of turquoise looking at them. They have turquoise and a little bit of orange of a gradient on them, huh? Well, let's start with fairy. I'm just gonna add it. Also flip my paper so I can have more space to color my shit on. White. Some of those colors are kind of, for me personally, they are hard to kind of get right. That's a me issue though, I guess. Skill issue on my part. Sorry about that. Airbrush thinner. A lot of it. I have the habit to always put the brush in my mouth when I'm mixing and when I'm like putting other stuff on the palette. And then I start drooling. A bit too much. I would. Well, let's see. Oh, the struggle begins again of trying to paint within the um, camera angle thingy. This thing is also not primed, so gotta be careful with the colors here. They will scratch off if I don't varnish them. That's a hair. Was das a hair? Yes. Thinking, like it's a good and a bad thing when it's not varnished like that because I can just wash it off essentially if I don't like it. But at the same time, yeah. mm. Paint. Was actually thinking like when I was uh planning out how to paint this. Like actually you could just like paint it on one side and kind of get an effect with that, but the fact that there's something in its ass doesn't help its case. It can't really paint the middle like that. To be like glowy and stuff. But when the light hits it, it will still be see-through. Midna's hair had the same thing going. You can kind of tell that it's a see-through piece and not uh opaque. Opaque. You can kind of tell. This is like the kind of stuff where I'm like, yeah, an airbrush would be neat, but you know, because you would be able to make this pretty much streakless. Perfect. With this, you will still see some streaks and hair. I think actually, like, because when I painted Midna, she was like my first figurine, right? I used to paint her a lot when it was like darker already, because that's when I have time. Um, her hair, her hair, her hair. Same. That sounds like a German word. Um, has a lot of cat hair in it. I didn't see it, but now whenever I look at her, I'm like, there's my cat's DNA in you. I don't think she would complain. I feel like Midna would like cats. I don't know. Maybe she's more of a dog person considering Link is a wolf. I cannot judge that very well. I like both cats and dogs. The main reason I don't have a dog is because I don't want to go on walks with them and have people converse with me because dog. Let me just enjoy the walk with the dog. Don't talk to me. Kind of vibe from my side. Plus, I feel like if I would get a dog at some point, any point in my life, it would have to be a smaller one. And the thing is, shelters and rescues here mainly have big dogs. I have no issue with big dogs, but I prefer small dogs because I can pick them up if I have to. They need to eat less food than big dogs. They need to walk a little bit less because they are shorter. Talking from experience here. Get their numbers in. I feel like maybe I haven't ended out enough, but something. I feel like I could have ended out a little bit more. And get vodka and rub it off if I wanted to. That's what I did with Midna's hair actually. The first time I painted it, it was too not see-through for my liking. Let me actually use my other phone. Like you can still see through it pretty well. But maybe I go get the vodka and do it again. 1 second. I will be right back. I got the vodka. I may not drink it, but I use it for stuff like this. See how perfectly it comes off? The power of alcohol. Just do it again. With the power of alcohol, I shall erase what I do not like and redo it. Don't ask me where I got the vodka. It is not mine. One thing my chemistry teacher used to tell us is if we want to get drunk, we should drink vodka out of all the alcohols there are because you're least likely gonna get a very heavy hangover from that one, apparently, compared to other alcohols. Not my words, my biology professor's words. Even told us we could make our own if we have a bathtub and potatoes. Meow, meow, meow. Kind of shit I do on stream. Rubbing plastic with, it's not plastic, it's resin, but you know, with vodka. It's what you see in every stream, don't you? Hands, yeah. Hands and alcohol, Rita. And tea. Yeah, I'm rubbing it with vodka right now because I didn't like how opaque the color was. I want it to be more sheer. So I'm gonna go over it again with more airbrush thinner and just so it doesn't dry out. Vodka! Damn, that sounds like a normal Friday. Certainly. And then you can eat the pads because you got the paint, you got the vodka. What a cocktail, man. Don't take drinks from me, I guess. It's the message of this. The real reason I choked on my Majora's Mask stream, I inhaled a vodka pad. In those cracks. My nails are gonna hate me. This shit dries out your nails really badly. Good thing I'm not wearing nail polish because that would eradicate it. But you know. Just be good enough. I'm not sure. I mean, a good thing about alcohol is it evaporates rather quickly. So once you're done with this, it is almost ready to paint again. My hands don't really smell like anything but paint because vodka somehow doesn't smell like much, I guess. So, you got this. You get more of this. Make the paint really thin. I also realized I threw away my paper. 1 second, I need to get a paper. And I'm back again. I wasn't putting out my tongue phone, goddammit. My phone is delusional, seeing shit. Tea. I think I'm gonna use a bigger brush. I wish I had a like soft square one because I feel like the square ones are probably better for this kind of stuff. Oops. No, oh, my phone almost fell in my teeth. Jesus. That didn't almost happen. Damn. That did not almost happen just now. Hi, Bernard. Oh my god, my model. It's side mouthing so hard. Back from work again. This time on time. I think I'm just gonna add a bit more. This point has more airbrush thinner than it's like supposed to have. You're not supposed to use that much, but I prefer if it is like more thin because then I can add the coats more controlled. Like so. You just missed me whipping out my airbrush, my alcohol pads to remove color. Because I put the paint on too thick for my liking. Want it very thin. Very, very thin. But it keeps staying transparent. Not today. Fridays I work from home. Oh, that's nice. Finish at 15. That is nice. That's a nice thing to have. I'm glad for you. Oh god. I feel like home office jobs are like very rare in Germany. Most places shun them. They don't like having them. as an option in the first place. They don't like when you ask if they have it as an option. I think that's sad, personally. Now, the only issue when you put this much airbrush thinner is that it takes way longer to dry. And I can't paint coats while it's drying because it will rip off what I already painted. Since this is not primed, but it keeps the transparency. So this is like more what I'm after, because I have better control of how transparent it will be. Yeah. Oh, I kicked over my paint now. Today it has a lot of delay. Damn. Normally it's almost perfect. Right now it isn't. Not dry yet, but I see some spots that I miss. And I see cat hair. Ugh. There's hair on my hand as well. Looks fine to me. Yeah, I guess you can see. You can like sometimes see it shine through here. There's like another piece missing. You can see it because it's off camera. There's another piece missing here. There's pieces missing here. You can see that. It just has to dry. So I can coat it again. And yeah. Then I'm gonna do the fairy part. A little fairy. Just very slow. You put this much, I can't talk, this much airbrush thinner in there. Ew, I got paint on my hands. I wonder why. Now I'm gonna do the same one on the other fairy, but with a different color after this one is done, though. And be bothered to do both at the same time, because if I lay it down, the color will scrape off. I had that happen with Midna. I am so impatient. I want to paint. I hate waiting. And the impatience will punish me. By stripping off the color. I did read that there's like transparent primers, so especially pieces like those. I wasn't patient. It's still wet, and I'm painting it. I'm not supposed to. But I didn't want to buy another primer. I finished my primer that I originally bought with this figurine, because this figurine has a lot of pieces. And I didn't want to get a primer just for 2 pieces, really. If I were to do this more often, I'd be, yeah, sure. But the thing is, unless the opportunity comes along, this will most likely be the last figurine I paint for now. So that's that. Not waiting, just call it technique. The paint is stripped off because it didn't wait, but that was totally intended. I'm very bad staying in the camera range. I'm so sorry. My goodness. Also, next week, Bernard, you're in Spain, so you will most likely be able to see it, right? The solar eclipse. I think in Spain it's like almost 100%. In Germany, we might not see it because the sun will already be too far down for us, from what I gathered. And it will only be 90%-ish around here for us if we see it. I don't have special glasses though. I'm just gonna kill my eyeball. No, I'm not gonna do that. The fact that you can operate in so tight a frame is a miracle. I'm trying my best. Yeah, I think second coat is like all you need, because if I do more, the translucency will slowly fade away. You don't have glasses either. I don't have glasses in general. I feel like even if I had I feel like I wouldn't look good in glasses. My face shape, I feel like I don't know. But I don't have glasses. I don't need them. Luckily, I don't need them. I will maybe one day when I get older. But now I don't need glasses. I'm alright without them. I didn't care too much, but I'm getting FOMO from all the people talking. Ugh, I meant for the eclipse. Oh, so many places, but not where you are. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I remember the last time there was like big talk about a solar eclipse. It was like in I don't know what middle school or something. Because I remember we actually skipped class. It wasn't that big of a thing. It wasn't 100% either. It was like I don't know how many. But I remember the teachers flipping and they were like, "Oh, some of us experienced like a very big one, and like you won't be able to experience one in a long time, so we're gonna skip class and you can look at the sun." Hi, party. Mm. So yesterday, yeah, the party has arrived to the party of me waiting impatiently for the paint to dry so I can touch it and draw the ball. Main. There's hair stuck all over me. I have like tiny cat hair stuck all over me. Ball. I'm just gonna drink another tea set because I have to wait. I just heard you can. Yeah, it's one. Would they? Wednesday. On Wednesday is the solar eclipse. Meanwhile, I'm at 99, but if you go like 105, that's a lot of kilometers. Yeah, I don't know. I will maybe try to see it on Wednesday. We're not supposed to get any clouds anytime soon. It's still hot as fuck here for no reason other than being hot as fuck for no reason. Well, there's a reason, obviously, but you know what I mean. It's uncalled for. I have like the cat scratchies. They're still not healed. They were there last time I painted. It's like kind of a scar now, I guess. um, Still a little wet. There's paint missing. There, you see how shiny that is? It's because there's no paint. Eh, damn it. Hmm. Cats think they're being starved for real. Deep scratches? Oh, you mean the scratches on my arm? No, no, they are. I don't even know which cat caused them actually. Bless you outside, man, whoever that was. Jesus. Um, they usually occur when I'm like playing with them and I'm not paying attention and they get me. Um, so that's totally on me if they get me. I see. I'm gonna use a Q-tip and vodka on the wings once we're done with the ball. Because I'm touching the wings too much with my paint. Ooh. Oh, this looks actually pretty good. Almost not visible that I painted this by hand, except for this little streak here and this little streak here, but you know, we can't all be perfect. I certainly am a lot of things, but not perfect. Dogs. Doing barking. I handle this very carefully because it's still very wet. Well, not very wet, but I can feel it's not dry yet. Maybe I'm leaving the fairy like this actually, because if you see it from the front, you see like red inside of it. Like good enough. One teeny tiny thin coat once it's dry, but other than that, that is pain, not a wound. Didn't need this on Manly. Yeah, you need some holy water sprinkled on top of him. I don't know what that was. I think he went by on a bike, and I don't know. That was quite noisy. But yeah, I do have like paint on my hand. Okay, I do have like a few scratches. I'm trying to look, but like normally, this one is a scar too. This one here. I normally don't know when they happen. When Mabel was still a kitten, I had a lot of scratches because she had no sibling to let her anger out on. So she let it out on me. And those were always very visible. But you know, that comes with having a cat and raising them as only child after they had siblings because the siblings died. And then they have to learn how the fuck to behave afterwards. Okay. Berry fairy, that is kind of berry color. I wanna eat this. Looks like good candy. Candy. Candy man. Purple. Nice. Purple. Purple la 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 la. This is brown, not purple. Like dark red. I don't need dark red. I need purple. God damn it. I think I need to mix it separately. I can't use this existing color as a reference for this. Oh, my hair. Red. Thirsty. Shake, shake, shake. If you think about it, Majora's Mask is kind of heart-shaped. It is heart-shaped with a lot of spikes on it. So maybe you're onto something, party. All the love that this mask makes you want to give to people, I guess. Huh? Am I dumb right now? Am I too dumb to mix purple right now? Not the color I want. Color theory. Color theory, color theory. This is dark red, not purple. Why? How do I mix this like it's like a specific purple. A hot purple? Is that what you call it? Is that what people call violet? I think of a different color when I think of violet. No, that's not violet. Ow! More blue. A cool red. Maybe that's my issue. I don't have a cool red. Magenta. I don't have magenta. No. A warm blue and a cold red. I only have this red. And that's not a cold red. More blue. I'll add more blue. This is just darker brown now. Not the color I want. It's kind of purple, but it's not the right kind of purple. Red, yellow. This is not the color I want. Would need like a pink for the purple I want. So maybe I add some white and some yellow. Yellow always gives a bit of, but I feel like my yellow always makes shit dirty. And that's not. I'm gonna get violet. That's like more of the violet that I think of. This is violet. This is like a cold purple. I need a warm purple. But not the kind of purple I want. Orange maybe instead of yellow. This dirty. Not colorful enough. This is like the issue with having limited amount of colors. I can't mix that well. Like I know what I have to mix, but I can't do it because I don't have the colors that I need. This is too dark. Way too dark. Let me check our drawer if I can find a pinkish color or a different red. 1 second. Will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got some colors, but we need the references of the colors, the red of the color you want. 10 minutes and precision measuring device. Sure. I got this one, which is like kind of a pinkish red. And try that one. I'm just gonna mix a bunch of colors and see how that works out for me, I guess. Open up. Oh, damn, this crust on it. Ooh, that's a thick color. Damn, that's thick as fuck. Got another one, but this one is like it's pink, but it's like thick, thicker than your grandma. It hasn't been used in a long while. I can tell that. Viciously mixing. That is definitely pink here. Oh, that's a blue. That's not a hot pink either. That's like more of a washed down pink. Random ass colors I find in the house because my parents used to paint. They don't do it anymore. Well, my father sometimes does to some extent, but only to some extent. That's a bit much. I don't need that much. Oopsie. Let's see if I can mix something out of this pink. Give me purple. Need more pink. Ooh. Yeah, this is like too much blue right now. It's more going in the direction I need though. So thick though. So fucking thick though. Wow. That's a thick ass color. Oh my god, my brush is loaded. Damn. Now I have to look at what color I was even going for. I don't remember. Ah. Oh my god. This shit is so big. It's too big it is. Into the thick of it. We're like closer to the color we need, but now it's too bright. The joke has been not joked, noted. We add black to it and fuck it up. I'm just adding the colors I already mixed with right now because they are darker. I feel like I'm gonna need a new paper here and need a little bit, Jesus, a little bit more blue. It's leaning a little more into blue. Unless I have an issue with my eyes and I do need glasses. Speaking to Paul. I generally don't really like adding black because black is a pigmentation out of so many colors that you might fuck up your colors with it. It tends to desaturate them more than anything else. It's not exactly what I want here. I want it to be darker. I need another color, I guess. Don't choke on your brush. We don't need that much color because you're only gonna color like the middle part of him, but Oopsie, I forgot that I swiped the pink in there. Cat hair. Cat hair everywhere. We have like those balls of purple. I'm gonna try and like draw the middle. Don't mind me drooling on my brushes. I hate that my brush is splitting. Stop it. Why would you do this, man? I don't want a splitted brush. Bitch. You little bitch. How dare you? Friggin' hell, mate. Ew, what are you ewing about, bro? Stop splitting, you little bitch. How dare you? A crock has been exposed. Another thing an airbrush would be great for, I could just spray him in the face and it would be a soft circle and I wouldn't have to try and blend the fuck out of it with another brush. But you know, I don't have an airbrush. I'm not a rich bitch. And in fact, I'm living off my savings mostly. I'm glad I was always kind of hard on myself for spending money at all. I never really spent money until I started streaming. That is actually a fact. That is not made up. Um, I'm technically generally like really hard on myself when it comes to spending money because I'm like, do I really need this for survival? The answer obviously 90% of the time is no. But I guess the argument being made that money is made to be spent, I just tend to think I need to save it in case of an emergency, whatever that might be, whatever that might look like. Um, I'm just really cautious when it comes to spending money, but I do have quite a bit saved because I never spent any in the past. I think the only thing I ever bought was my iPhone 6s because my iPhone 4 died. um, and I felt really bad about spending money on something like a phone. And then I started streaming and I was like doing my part time job that is now a mini job. Um, and I bought my PC so I could stream better for you guys. Did I just use the wrong brush, you fucking monkey? Idiot. And then I bought a microphone. And then I bought two monitors. And then I bought a 600 € drawing tablet because it was on sale, and now I don't really draw that much anymore. It's still very useful though. And then recently I bought an iPad because Lennon got an iPad. And I was like, wow, this way I can work when I'm outside because I can't take my PC outside with me. Because I can't fucking chill. I need to work, work, work. My brain tells me evil things. And then I bought myself another iPhone because my other one is like 10 years old by now. And I mainly bought that one for streaming, though, not gonna lie. I got ice cream, nice. What kind of flavor? I hope you enjoy it. We just got bitches, not riches. It's not when rich people make. PC, yeah, that thing was expensive, man. Hey, I wanted to. It's not that like you forced me or anything. I enjoy streaming and I wanted to take it more serious, so I got into spending money. Don't take the PC outside in this heat. Yeah, I'm actually whenever it's too hot, I stay inside. We had like 40 degrees some weeks ago and I was like not leaving the room. I was like, nope. I'm not doing this to my cats. I'm not doing this to myself. We are staying in the house and die together. That's kind of how I spent the time that day. I remember that heat back in the days. It was fucking awful. I hated every minute of it. I hope, ouch, we don't get this much of a heat this year anymore. It's still gonna be warm and stuff, but the 40 degrees were so fucking unnecessary. Disgusting. Gross. Can't make up how disgusting that was. I was ready to accept my fate on the floor. Who were my cats? Ouch. I'm just not made for hot weather, man. Not cut out for this shit.
Gross.
I was spooked for a second there by my mascot saying gross. I was like, who said that? And then I remembered, oh right, I have this turned on. You guys can speak to me. I'm stuck. The paint is not dry. Almond ice cream. I don't think I particularly like almond, but I know a lot of people do. To me, it kind of tastes like perfume. I don't know. We are in a constant heat wave. Yes, it's still like over 30 degrees, but like a while ago we had 40 degrees and that was fucking awful. No! 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 Fuck! I touched the wet! No! No, I touched the wet! Can I scrape it off? Fuck me! It. No! No! It's purple. It might have been come like on my hand. Man. Whatever. Nobody will see that. Nobody. Nobody has to know. There are no witnesses to this. You guys are just imagining things. Come on. Stop splitting. That's how you know the brushes are kind of cheap because they bend and shit. They not do what they supposed to do. You can tell I'm using this one a lot. You didn't even hear anything? No, that's supreme. Bernette is like living the life right now, watching me paint while eating almond ice cream. I had ice cream too earlier, actually. It was some. I didn't know what to eat because I actually realized that I'm not that much of an ice girl. Ow! One day my phone is gonna fall into my teacup. It almost did again because I hit my elbow on the desk. One second, I have to I have to settle my phone again. And my child, don't fall over. That would be funny. It almost happened earlier. It was very close. But yeah, I'm not that much of an ice cream person, I feel, because I can't bite cold stuff. Only a clumsy one. It hurts my teeth, so I don't like eating it that much. I prefer pastries and some cakes. I was actually thinking whenever I'm looking for jobs right now after I was in France for the concert, I'm like checking, okay, is the place close to the border? Because if yes, I can just go to France to get myself some croissants. I have been bewitched by French croissants. Yeah. That'll be another expense. The croissants there, it's like kind of purple now in the middle. Maybe I need a bit more, but I feel like if I add too much, then like the translucency is gonna go away. I was like thinking of like putting a little light bulb on its ass and like have the wire run. It's just like on the back, like a house, like this, anyways. Kind of. So maybe, but then I was like, I don't think it's gonna look good. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It was just an idea I had. I do plan on putting like a light ring behind the moon though. The moon. Oh, it looks better on camera than it does to me. I can see the streaks. I mean, I guess you can make the appeal that it looks stylized. It was intentional to see the brush strokes. You can see my every thought of horror while I did this. Hmm. Another place that I sometimes think of moving. I feel like in Germany in general, the border areas are generally the prettiest. Personally, whenever we went to Austria, which is like all the way south, you get like all the like way more nature with like you see all the mountains in the distance, and it just looks so fucking stunning and beautiful. Um, I mean, I guess some parts of Germany are like have like mountains and shit as well, but like not to this. I just always thought that the borders to Austria look beautiful. Mm, and then to the west, you have like a lot of forests. There's like the Black Forest too in Germany, right? The west, known for its water and shit. Mm, I just think the borders tend to look the most beautiful. I don't know. Give in to the bullshit. That's just what I kind of felt like from seeing it. I don't know what it's like living there, obviously, but seeing it, it always looks the most beautiful to me. Somehow. But we have established just don't like you just don't like Bavaria. What makes you say that? Is it the Lederhosen? I mean, Bavaria has nice places. I probably all of Germany does. I just don't like. I don't like the clothes. I don't like the food. The food is ass. For me personally, I don't like it. I'm talking with a brush in my mouth, if you're wondering, by the way. Put it in my mouth when I do stuff in between. Because it's more handy. Haha, get it handy. Oh my god. Kill me now. Yeah. I don't think I will do that. Once you were wondering about a theme for a new dress for the model, I suggested something German and you made it clear you weren't a Bavarian fan. Was it a dirndl? I hate dirndls. Also, I feel like they are more Austrian than they are Bavarian. I mean, Bavaria was part of Austria at some point, right? So it makes sense that they have like very similar clothing and food, and like the dialect is not too far apart either, in my experience. Like Austria is a bit more extreme with the dialect. Accent. I never know the difference between a dialect and an accent. What is the difference? I am never quite sure, actually. Could not understand you. Yeah, me neither. I speak. I speak Hochdeutsch. I was raised on you. There's hair on my brush, but like so much. I think it's because I put Vaseline on it. Because this one kept splitting, so I was like, I'm gonna give you a fucking makeover. Maybe it helped, I'm not sure. We will see. We will find out. But not right now. Right now I'm trying to get some details. Bit of shading lines. High German, basically. The German that I speak is more the one that you would hear all the way up in the north of Germany, like more clear. Which is why I have issues understanding most other dialects, or they just sound straight up silly to me. Because I just wasn't raised speaking those. My parents wouldn't really not allow is the wrong word, but like they didn't like it if we would use any other form of German. To them, especially my father, the way kids speak on the countryside is sheerly disrespectful. We would get bashed if we ever dared to call our parents my old man or whatever. I feel like that's I had that conversation with someone a while ago. I feel like that's like something you can kind of tell the relationship people have with their parents by how they speak about them, right? Um I personally, whenever I talk about my parents, I don't call them mom or dad. I call them mother and father. Because there's a certain distance, right? And way of being raised. Most people I know don't do that. They call them mom and dad, not mother and father. Like even when I'm on the phone and there's like people for them, I'm like, my father is not around right now. Ugh. Like I remember our mother saying, we have like for old men, we have an equivalent for your mother. It's not old women, but it's like kind of like that. Um, and she was always like, if we ever dare to call her that, she would kick us out. The only German you can understand is English? Reasonable. Oh. I had a conversation with our post-delivery man the other day because I had to pay taxes for a shipping shipping that arrived here, and I had to pay. I don't know what it was, whatever, 85 or something. Taxes is crazy, and I gave him 58, and he was like 85. I was like, yeah, like 85. You gave me 58, and my brain was like, because in German we count the numbers the other way around. I was like, oh yeah, sorry, my brain was thinking in English. It's like, you didn't give me enough money. The pains. I'm thinking of getting more vodka, but I need a Q-tip. And I don't know if a Q-tip is gonna good because I need to erase the back part of the wing. Yeah, I used vodka on this thing earlier. I need some more vodka to erase the pieces I drew on the wings. Like there's some color coming off on the wings. It's not supposed to do that. See if I can use water to like thin it out, but I don't think I can. It's like water. You can remove this color with water, but it might, because it's not primed. It could actually work this way. You can use vodka on these colors to strip them off if it's not primed. And then you have a second chance, which is fucking neat. I guess could kind of work as like a gradient-ish kind of thing, but more understandable. I'm just trying to make it look as nice as I possibly can with my lack of knowledge on certain things. It's a hair. Yeah, it is definitely cheaper and it works just as good. So why not? Why not vodka? I just did that with, because I when I painted my Midna figurine, I did the layering way too thick on the hair, and the translucency was kind of gone because of it, and I hated that. So I started to like check online, what can I do to remove that, because I hated it, like I just said. And then people were like, oh, you can just use vodka instead of like the expensive alcohol that people were suggesting. And I was like, I have vodka? Well, I don't. Lemon has vodka. So I just walked in the room again. It was like, Lemon, I need your vodka. And Lemon was just like, why? Um, I made a mistake in my painting. That's why. We need only a tiny teeny bit of turquoise for the wing. And a teeny tiny bit. It's kind of like a bright orange, yellow, orange. I think I'm gonna mix in some shimmers to make it more pop. Um, Lemon gives vodka. Well, I don't know the initial purpose. I think there was like a cocktail lemon tried to make, and it needed vodka. And now there's just a bottle of vodka standing there, used every now and then when we get like a wound or something to disinfect. Basically, that's the vodka's purpose, mainly. Lemon and I don't really drink alcohol all that much. It's been a long while for me, actually, since I last drank. I can't remember the last time right now. Oh, good. Paint on my hand. I just generally I don't like alcohol all that much, to be honest. Like it all that much. Have this, and then we have like orange, like a yellow and orange mix. Have I have a lack of space here. Where's my orange? Where's my orange? I didn't take it out yet. And white. I did say I wanted to add like a little bit of glitter to it. It's like less glitter, it's more like giving it a little shine. Not that visible, but it's giving it a little bit of a special touch. Which I think would be nice for the wings since it's a fairy after all. You don't drink alcohol? I mean, there's nothing wrong with not drinking, really. The only times I ever drink alcohol, if I drink it now, is when I'm like celebrating something with friends. And that the last times I did that was like for New Year's celebration many years ago. And I did the stupid mistake of laying on my bag after drinking. Oh, did that backfire? I never had to throw up from drinking, but that night, damn, I had to throw up so hard. All because I laid on my bag because I was tired. Never lay down when you're drunk. I got too much paint on my hand, god damn it. Writer. But yeah, I think, oh, never mind. Like the last times I did drink alcohol actually, but that was not for like any purpose. Lemon likes to make cocktails, and I do quite like what's the name of it? I forgot. The lime one. What's the name of the lime drink? What's the fucking name, man? I can't. Um, pretty popular one. I can't think of the name right now. Ah, mojito. Yeah, that one. That one. Yeah, I like mojito quite a lot. Well, I drink one and that's it, because obviously it's and I don't like being drunk. I don't like feeling tipsy and all that shit that comes with it. But mojitos are quite nice. And lemon like wanted a cocktail set, so I got one. And then I was like tasting the alcohol, basically. But I don't like drinking, so. Mm. There's a fucking cat hair in my stuff again, damn it. I need to wash my hands real quick. There's too much paint. If I keep touching it, it's gonna come off everywhere. 1 second. Mojito has mint in it as well, yeah, but it also has lime in it. It's like mint and lime cocktail, kinda. Ugh. You used to enjoy making cocktails. You forgot these. I mean, I can see the appeal in making them. It looks quite fun, actually. But, like, yeah, personally, I prefer drinks that don't have alcohol in them. Because I just don't like the feeling of being drunk at all. The tipsiness pisses me off. I have never been so drunk that I, like, got a blackout. The most I got was really ever once I had to throw up from it. And that was literally because I laid on my back. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see the appeal in it. Also, it makes me fucking tired. I'm the kind of person that when I drink, I don't get angry or depressed or whatever or talkative. I get tired. I just want to sleep, man. Let me go to bed. Always had that though. Like, alcohol just makes me extremely tired. And somehow it gives me like cramps in my jaw. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Cramps in my jaw. Cramps in my jaw. I swear there's cat hair on every fucking thing I touch. I'm an angry drunk. I'm a tired drunk. I actually like when the only thing that like does that drinking does for me is that I feel like I can relax. Which is like why I kind of drank every now and then in the past. It's not that I like, oh my god, I'm losing control. It was more of a somehow it helped my brain switch from you have to do something 24/7 to have some fun with your friends. Laugh it off. Just do random bullshit. Because usually I can't do that. I don't know. My brain doesn't let me. Normally. But yeah. That's not something you should use drugs for. I think Lemon one time tried Like I was just really tired all the time. I couldn't sleep. I had like really bad insomnia episodes. And then Lemon gave me like a wheat drink basically. I tried it, and all it did was make me pissed because the only thing it did to me was basically the effect of alcohol, like the tipsiness, without feeling drunk. And if there's one thing I hated about being drunk, it's feeling tipsy. So I was like, this shit, is this what people get when they take weed? If yes, then I don't understand why they do it, because this is fucking annoying. Why would you wanna feel why would you wanna feel dizzy? Why? That was an experience that I hated. I was just mad. I was laying in bed and I was pissed off because I expected all the magic people always talk about to happen to me too. Well, it didn't. I just I just got incredibly, they're not incredible, but kind of dizzy, and I fucking hated every minute of it. But that's also on me for expecting something else, I guess. Hmm. You blacked out once and promised yourself you wouldn't do it again, and you didn't. Hmm. You default tired, yeah, that as well. But I have like insomnia issues every now and then, where I can't sleep. It's really bad sometimes, and it drives me to the point that I will just cry in bed because I'm so tired and I'm begging my body to just let me sleep. And that's like very unpleasant to have. So I was willing to try it out because of it. And I was like, it's been weeks. I'm so tired. Please make it stop somehow. It didn't help in the end, but you know, at least I tried some, I guess, and no, it doesn't work for me. But insomnia is something I still struggle with every now and then. It's not always there, but when it is, oh my god. Like at the moment, I have more issues with sleeping because of the heat, but like insomnia fucking sucks. Like I tried herbal teas, I tried all kind of stuff, doing shit before going to bed, uh, taking walks, I don't know, stretching, all that stuff they tell you is breathing techniques. Didn't work. I was just crying, begging for sleep. I like torture, man. And then the magical drugs don't work for me. The magical weed that everybody is like, oh, when I took weed, everything got better. Suddenly I could sleep. Oh, fucking bullshit you talking. What are you talking about? Didn't work for me. But yeah, well. Maybe I'm just unlucky. Not total insomnia, but getting 2 to 3 hours of sleep before going. That is also vile. There's too much hair on my shit. Brush just keeps splitting. Just stop from splitting, man. Now this one does it too. What is your problem, man? Why would you do this? Damn it. But yeah. I think I always kind of had sleep issues for many years. They just get bad sometimes. And when they do, I just I just get really frustrated. Because all I want is a good night's sleep. My body's like, now, fuck you, mate. You don't get sleep. Not in this house. You prefer your art balls? Sorry, not in my house. Not on my watch. Everything I paint will have coats of cat on them. To some extent, I guess. They just will. So there's like a slight color on the wings now. Sort of just transparent. Not that much. But it's something. Oops, I hit my microphone. Oops, I did it again. I hit my microphone. Always doing that shit, kinda. Yeah, this looks alright. Still see-through, but you have like a tiny, tiny bit of turquoise. The only thing I'm annoyed of is that on the back there's like a splash of color that's like a bit too dark for my liking on here. Better. What the hell was that song? It's Zelda's song. It's all Zelda music right now, actually. But yeah, I think this is done. I will glaze this dude tomorrow because I can feel it being kind of sticky. It will be basically like this on the moon. I think that looks kind of nice. Looks alright. Where do I put you? Try a bit. He's very cute, isn't he? I actually kind of really like what I did with his eye. I added like a little blob of like glitter color here. And when you like change the light hitting it, it looks glossy. It's not glossy though. That looks so cool. I'm not a fairy. 10 out of 10 moon. I feel like I need a new paper. One is full of shit, full of colors. Ah, the tea. Those brushes are suffering, man. Let me look at the other fairy because people always make her orange, but I don't think my arm over here. Ugh. So it is like a very colorful yellow, kinda. Not colorful, like a colorful is the wrong word. I pigmented yellow. um, in the middle is like a bright one. Might actually just go with like a normal yellow. Let me pull a picture over here so I have light to compare it to. Like, one might actually be a little closer to it. I might mix the two. Oh my god. She has more turquoise wings. Now I just have to be lucky that mixed with other stuff. Because there's hardly any space left on my here. It is almost completely is the color on this? Yeah. Occupied. Let me go to the sink and wash it out. Um, change my water as well while I'm at it. Okay. Trying to mix with a lot of thinner. So we don't have to go through vodka again. Hopefully. Let's see. Nope, there has to be more. My mother traumatizing strangers outside right now because they were looking at the stray cats and I didn't hear what they just said. But I think they said something of like, "Oh, we had a cat like this one," and then my mother said, "So did we," and then the car was faster. That was, that was, that was mean. Which a bit mean. I think, funny enough, when I was a child, I would always say yellow is my favorite color. Now that I'm adult, I don't really like yellow. I don't know why. I was always like, yellow is my favorite color. And now I'm like, mm, I don't really like yellow, to be honest. So I prefer yellows that go into the orange region instead of this kind of yellow. This yellow looks kind of disgusting to me. Like maybe I used to say it as a child because my father always said he liked like gold and stuff, and I always kind of wanted to be liked by him. So I adapted things that I know he would like. Children do crazy shit. I mean, adults do it too, but you know. No, it didn't. Green is clearly superior. It depends on the kind of green. I like greens that go more into the blue direction, personally. Greens that go in the yellow direction, also not a big fan of those. But yeah, yellow is not my kind of thing anymore. Maybe add a little bit of orange. A little tiny bit. Um, I just didn't like yellow because I thought poop was. Whoa, that poop is not healthy, party. That is very unhealthy poop you're talking about. That's not good poop. Good poop is not yellow. I think you should get your poop checked. Oh no. Got a little bit of color on the wing on the backside. Don't eat yellow snow, kids. Don't eat it. I think Lil hates yellow. It's something near Bavaria. You might be onto something there. You might be onto something. Maybe. Yeah, this yellow is better. This is like more into orange-ish. I like that more. Maybe that's another reason I don't like Pikachu, because Pikachu is yellow. Raichu, on the other hand, is orange. And Pichu is like a bright yellow, not like this disgusting yellow. It all makes sense now. Celebi being my favorite also makes no sense when it comes to colors, because Celebi has. It's green. Green is not a color that I'm crazy for. But I guess it's alright. Getting rid of excess color. There's too much storing up in some of the spaces. That's better. And then you realize P is yellow. Damn. Your life must have been changed. That's some crazy revolutionary things you realize there. Hmm. I mean, children do be kind of stupid. That's actually like one thing. Whenever I'm like interacting with children, I'm like, I know that children are more sentient than most people like to know to like believe, because like obviously I was a child once. Gas. Got intruded. Had to talk to my older sister. Parents are mad again, apparently. Oh, the usual. Okay. Ah, There's still so much color down there, isn't? It's very yellow here. Oh, one more here because I don't like how unsmooth this looks. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And then her middle part is like almost white. I think I'm gonna do like the wings the same way I did with the other one. Since I still have the color here, it's not dried up yet. I'm just gonna do that. And do a bit of this on all of these parts. Oh my god. Handling this fairy by those tiniest wings is like, damn. Not that tiny. Handling Midna was way worse because her body is like was like pretty small. So this is like nothing in comparison, but they are they are quite a handful here. Mm. Doop, 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 doop. Oh god. I'm actually thinking like I was thinking about playing is it a Link to the Past or I think it's a Link to the Past, the one with the fish island after finishing Majora's Mask. Because I'm gonna assume that the Ocarina of Time remake will probably be released in November. That's just my assumption. Somehow I feel like everything else would be too early, but I don't know. And I don't want to start like a Zelda game where I know I will be busy for a longer time. That's the Game Boy one. Yeah, they made a remake for that on the Switch a while ago, I think, with the Windfish. I never played it, but I remember seeing it and thinking it's an anime because it has like this animated cutscene where Link gets like washed away, right? Yes. So I was always kind of intrigued by it, but I never got to play it, and I know my siblings have the remake, so I was thinking about playing that one. Also, the Windfish song is just so beautiful. Really? Yes. Orange fucking paint all over. And I also see like a lot of fans of the game say that the remake is actually really well made. We imagine that being your first The Legend of Zelda and there's no Zelda. Right. Now that you mention it, there's no Zelda in it. That really is a The Legend of Link game, huh? No wonder people thought that Link is Zelda. I'm not surprised anymore. It all makes sense now. The Zelda accusations he has to go through. You have the cartridge on your hand? Damn. I feel like from these older ones, I didn't really play them, but like I know about them, but I do want to play them at some point. Like I want to play the Oracle games as well. I know I really like the manga of it when I read it as a child, but we never had these games, so I never knew them. So yeah, I got a link between worlds. I don't know if I got it actually. That was a DS title. Mm, but that one I want to play as well. Because people actually say that this one is pretty good. So why not give it a try, right? I'm to fill in the cracks here so that they dry a bit darker. Might do it on him as well. I think I did it there. At this time of the day, my hands always get a little shaky. I can feel my pulse so aggressively right now while I'm doing this. Maybe it's because I had like half a liter of tea almost, and it's black tea, and I tend to make my tea pretty strong. So maybe that's why. But like, you can see, I'm kind of shaky. Oh my god. Back to storage. That's cute that you keep the games though. My older brother always sells them. He always just sees profit and everything. He's the reason I can't play a lot of old games that we had on the GameCube. You can play it on the Wii. We have a Wii that works, but I can't because he sold them all. He's so greedy. He always reminds me of that Team Rocket audio of like, they are so valuable, why not sell them? And James is like, he collects them because they make him happy, not for the value of it. So sad I lost some Mega Drive games. I feel like if I had a lot of games back then and I lost them, I would be sad too. But I feel like most games I had growing up were um DS games really, since I mainly grew up with the DS. I did have the Game Boy Hard Gold, not Hard Gold, the Golden Edition. I still have it, but the save file got corrupted unfortunately, so I lost all the stuff on there, and that still makes me pretty sad, not gonna lie. Um, but there's nothing I can do there. That's just an unfortunate thing that happens to these games. But yeah. I am pretty pissed that our brother decided to sell all the GameCube games. They were his to begin with, because obviously he's our oldest brother. But like, man, I wanted to play these games. You took that from me. Can't do that no more because he sold them. Where's my other one? Where's the other brush? There's one missing. There he is. But I need you to paint the ball. This ball is bright in the middle. Unlike me. Even my own hair. Mm, not exactly what I wanted it to look like, but you know. I do really wonder what the future of Zelda holds, not gonna lie. I just hope that they kind of go back to paying more attention to characters and story and less about having sandbox games, because like on one hand I get it, but on the other one it just gets tiring really fast. Like the amount of time I played Tears of the Kingdom on stream, you could think I liked the game, but I think it was so far one of my least favorite Zelda games. Breath of the Wild is alright, because it like did something new and it handled its formula pretty well with the memories and Link having insomnia. It makes sense that you can find them in any order because you don't know what happened. I mean, it doesn't matter in which order you find them. It does literally not matter in that game because you don't know what happened. Unless you're like me and you watched everything about the game before playing it for the first time, then you know what happened. Um, but Tears of the Kingdom fucked that up because they used the same system for a story where it matters in which order you see it. And that just ruined it for me. A lot of things did. They had great ideas, really great ideas, but a really shitty execution. Yeah, they had the same story dragging out more or less. Breath of the Wild was really alright for like the first game that goes in this direction, but Tears of the Kingdom just nah. Mm-mm. And I know there's a lot of people who will get mad if you have that opinion, but like, if you enjoyed the game because you think it was fun, I think that's alright. But saying it is a masterpiece is really overstating its welcome. It really isn't. It is very flawed. The ideas were great. The end fight is like very cool, but it could have been so much better if they would have just changed like a few things. Really. I'm also pissed off that they gave us Age of Imprisonment, which is just a cutscene simulator. It doesn't even add great value to the story at all because you don't really learn anything new. Instead of just letting you play Zelda and Tears of the Kingdom, that would have been something new. You get to play Zelda in like other games as well, like Echoes of Wisdom. You literally Zelda is the main character in that one. Phantom Hourglass, another Zelda game that I really like. You can play Zelda as well in that one. And she is one of the best Zeldas, in my opinion, as like a companion character. Like, she has so much personality. She is so fun. I love not Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks. I love Spirit Tracks Zelda. She is cool. She's fun. Unlike other Zeldas. mm, Hey, we got Ganondorf again. Aren't you happy? New villain this time. Surprise. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, Ganondorf is literally supposed to be reincarnated, right? The issue is how they handled so many things Link finding out Zelda is a dragon, telling literally no one about it. You don't have the choice to tell anyone. I feel like there should be two endings to the game. 1 second. Like one ending where you basically find out Zelda's a dragon, and I think there should be a side quest for it with Pura involved, where she goes like she's like a nerd who goes through stuff, right? And have Impa involved as well. Then they go through history and they're like, oh, there's actually a way to undo draconification with the Triforce. You just have to make the wish, because then you also got the purpose of the Triforce that is literally missing in this game. Um, and it would be better than Raru and Sonia just shooting light beam at Zelda and suddenly she is human again, because why? um it's not like Link hasn't used the Triforce before. In Skyward Sword he literally wishes for the avocado to be squashed so that Zelda can be free. But Girahim says no. Oh, fuck you. That would be, in my opinion, like a better solution to turn Zelda back into a human than whatever the fuck that ending was, man. Also, it would involve the other characters more, because you don't need to give a fuck about any of them, which sucks. In Breath of the Wild, at least you learn that Link actually really cared about Zelda, and like they have a past together and they actually have like a bond and everything. You have a reason to save her if you find everything, right? Um, you have a reason to fight and you have a reason to care. In Tears of the Kingdom, you have none of those, unless you played Breath of the Wild before. But they did say that they made Tears of the Kingdom the way they did, so that people who haven't played Breath of the Wild can like play it as well. And I'm just like, then it is not a sequel. A sequel is literally a continuation of a first game, and if you don't play the first one, then you will not get the sequel. That's just how sequels work. Man. Like, that is just something that is so stupid to me. I don't know. They could have made such a great game with that one, in my opinion. It's such a missed opportunity, and I think that's what pisses me off. Because I want to like it, but I just can't. And that makes me mad as fuck. I think I'm almost done with this one too. And then we painted 2 fairies today. Wowzers. 2 hours. I hope they try something new for real the next one. I think maybe I never played Final Fantasy, so I can't talk on that. 2 fairies and half your hand. Yeah. Half my hand. At least it's only half my hand this time. Last time I dropped the brush and like my left arm was covered in paint. Oh yeah, I think this looks alright. Except for my fucking brush splitting again. Can't paint details like this if it happens all the time. Brush. Meow, 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 meow. I think it looks alright. Like from the front view, you will mainly see like the dot in the middle. It's really hard to do on camera because it's like, yeah, this way. That way? Kind of, yeah. It kind of looks like the fairies that way. Hmm. I've seen a bit of Final Fantasy VII. The storytelling is amazing. I think the Final Fantasy games, aren't they like in generally highly praised for like the storytelling aspect? I might be wrong because I never played them, but I know the dude who voice acted Verso is a huge Final Fantasy fan, and he also has roles in that game, if I'm not wrong. So I wouldn't be surprised. Final Fantasy is one of those franchises that I see a lot of, but I never played them. I don't know a lot about them, except that there's a lot of them. There's a guy with a big fucking sword. Isn't Sephiroth from Final Fantasy as well? Or is it a different one? His theme song is just iconic. I think that's good enough for me. Is it though? Mappies is gracefully walking towards her scratching post. Oopsie. Little Moppies. There's a Gubato scratching on my door. She wants inside. I can hear her. Knocking. 1 second. I need to let my cat in. Knock, knock, open up the door. Oh, God. Stinky Berto. She ignored me. But, oh, not quite. Like that? Huh? You wanna check it out? Oh, it's a little bear too. That's enough, says the bear too. She doesn't wanna sniff the fairy. She says fairies are disgusting, they stink. No, she's actually interested in them. I lied. There, 2 fairies. Yeah. I think they look alright. They have to dry before I do anything with them. Because they are not dry yet. And I don't want them to scratch. But yeah, there's like the entirety of the school kit and the masks that still have to be painted. I'm probably gonna do a stream where I paint the base colors on and maybe some gradients. The fine details I won't be doing on stream because I need to shut my mouth up when I do them so I can stop breathing in peace. Maru knows. You're calling her a chonkers. I mean, she's a little chonky girl. Manila finished all Salas do all. I don't think there's that many figures. I was actually considering trying to get back into 3D and make my own figurines. I just then have to find someone who's willing to print them in resin for me. Because I'm not gonna get a printer. We don't have the space for that and we have too many animals. Not good since it's very toxic. But I was thinking about trying to get back into 3D just for this. And then paint figurines because I like painting them. It's a lot of fun, actually. it is like something else. It's still an art stream in a way, but you know, yeah, I can flip you off. Got paint on my nail. Disgusting. Uh, but I do enjoy this quite a bit, and I feel like getting better at it and stuff is also fun. Um, like they are not perfect, but I find having like figurines you paint yourself is just so much more meaningful over buying them. I was even thinking if I ever do like a subathon in the future, maybe I do one where I paint figurines and any sub kind of enters the raffle in a way. Uh, and I will give them away or something. That was an idea I had, but we are far from doing something like that, I feel. But yeah, the idea is in my brain. But well, next week most likely we're gonna do the same stuff again. I don't know if there will be one or two more streams of painting them because I want this figurine to be done at some point. um, but yeah, that sounds expensive for shipping. It depends. I mean, if you're like a bigger creator, that's doable. Also, you do make money off subs, but then again, I would donate that money anyways. I wouldn't keep it for myself. I feel like that's just not something I would be comfortable doing. I don't know. um, but I mean, if it's for like a good cause, I don't know. Why not? I feel like the more expensive thing is the taxes you have to pay when you get a shipment from further away. Um, but that was just an idea I was playing with. Uh, Also, it's like something unique I can give to people. I don't know. Maybe make a figurine of my model and a mascot or something as well. That could work as well, I suppose. But yeah, we'll see. Uh, Tomorrow we will probably stream. I had a friend reach out to me, but I'm not sure if I will take the invite yet because it was really out of the blue, and I'm not really good at planning out of the blue. And I wanted to meet up with her at some point, anyways. It's so hot outside. I'm touching grass every day, Bernard. Now I had to pay billions for that moon rock. The further away it is, the more expensive. Yeah, definitely. But I feel like so far, most my viewers are either European or close to Europe. I don't think I really have many people from America, which also makes sense time wise. So yeah. But well, I will announce it tomorrow if I stream. I'm still uncertain about it all. This week, I got stressed out after I got the question because I was like, already got my weekend planned. I wanted to be outside with my cats because Saturday it's not that extremely hot and I like being outside with them a little longer when the weather is alright-ish. Uh so yeah. Not so sure yet. But well, I will see. mm, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's fairy painting session. I thought I would get further than this. I overestimate myself quite a bit, eh? But yeah, this will be it for today. I will wait for them to dry. We'll look at them tomorrow and probably coat them in a glossy varnish if I'm happy enough with them. And yeah, let's see when I stream next week. Next week we have another big fat heat wave from what I gathered. Random requests from me for Lubia. It's like I kind of want to go, but at the same time I don't. Because I already made plans. She also was like, oh, she gets if it doesn't work out because it came like literally 2 days before. I was like, if I had known sooner, I would have planned around it. Also, Lemon just got home and is like working hard on the last projects. Don't worry, go see. I will see her. It's like the thing is, I wanted to go see her this month, but just like not this soon because it's too hot right now. I don't like going out when it's this hot. I feel miserable all the time. Like I have a slight headache right now as well, and I'm just so tired. I told her that too, as though, and she was like, "Yeah, she gets it," but I'm still uncertain. I have to think the night and see how I feel tomorrow. But yeah, I feel like yeah, that's the thing. And go touch the cappuccino in a nice bar. No, she's throwing a party. That's like another reason I'm unsure because there will be more people there. I'm fine if it was just her because then I can like my focus is only on her. If there's more people on it, I know I will be overstimulated. That's the issue. Like there's too many. One thing I noticed when I was out with Lemon and Lemon's friend, 2 people is the maximum I can focus on. If there's, I noticed that on like collabs as well. Like I had one collab with Lemon, another VTuber friend of mine, and Chaz, and I struggled so hard to pay attention to all 3 of them, and I feel so miserable when I fail at it because like I want to like be there and listen to all of you, but 2 people is like my absolute limit. 3, no, doesn't work well. 4, I'm gone. And I know there will be like at least 5 people, so I rather like I had something planned for her, like for us to do. Like I asked her right away, hey, do you want to go to this place I found, like hang out and talk and do stuff? I'm cool with that, but like it's the fact that there's so many people and I'm like, for you I would do it, but like I will have to focus on so many things. I'm just generally not a party person. I don't know. Like when I celebrate my birthday, I like there to be like 1 or 2 people and like spread anything out, not all on my birthday. It's like I can't. It's like nothing against you as a person. It's just that I can't handle it. But yeah, I will see her either way. If I don't go tomorrow or not, we already said we will have like a little date at some point. But I think I prefer being alone with her over a bunch of people. As bad as I feel about it. Do the head pets not work again, Rita? Wait. Let me there. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you so much for chatting with me and being here and watching me paint those fairies and throwing croissants at my croissant. Damn, they don't want you to get head petted. No, they don't. Hard head pet, that definitely worked. But yeah. Let's see if I manage to finish this figurine next week. Let's see. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. And I will see you all. Where's my browser? There. My mouse is like very clustered right now, so it's really hard for me to navigate. Yep. Very hard to navigate right now. I have slimy throat. And my eyes hurt as well as another thing, this heat. My eyes are so red, I look like I took drugs or something. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a nice, what is it, Friday, rest of the Friday, and maybe see you